Ikot lang.
Oh, paano mo?
Rayman, sir. Rayman.
Very well. Thank you.
Sige, sir. Close na, sir.
You waited for years to finally move into your dream home. Finish your dream project. All is well until you see the signs. These are signs of water damage problems in concrete, which may lead to more serious problems in the future when not addressed. Did you know that water damage is one of the most critical yet neglected concerns in construction? In a country enjoying a rainy season for half of the year, moisture absorption and water seepage in structures are unavoidable. Therefore, water protection on concrete is a must. But to homeowners, it's added cost. To contractors, it's tedious and prone to errors in mixing. Well, here's the good news. Holcim has a new innovation, a first of its kind in the Philippine market. A blended cement with water-repellent boosters that can help the structure withstand the test of time. Holcim Aqua X. General use blended cement created by Holcim, the global leader in building solutions and innovation. Boosted with innovative water-repellent properties, this innovation makes structures more resistant to moisture, reduces capillary action, ensures lesser permeability, and prevents rust and corrosion. The unique formula of Holcim Aqua X means you get the correct blend or dosage and proper mixture of the two components all the time. No need for a separate admixture or compound, meaning less errors when mixing. Because of this, you save time and increase productivity. When your house is built with Holcim Aqua X, you're assured that your home is durable and will last a long time. Get the assurance of a quality water-protected structure that stands the test of time with Holcim Aqua X with active water-repellent boosters.
And rightly so. Our materials have helped build some incredible things, connected communities, and changed lives. But let's face it, the challenges facing our business, our sector, our planet are more complex, more important, and more urgent than ever before. Doing what we've always done, in the way we've always done it, is not enough. It's why we're creating a high-performance workplace, one where anyone can be a problem solver, creative thinker, maverick, and innovator. A place where safety comes first, collaboration matters, and growth is celebrated. We need people who will question the ordinary, explore new ideas, who try, fail, and persevere when things don't go right, who share a burning desire to continually make our materials better. Whatever you do, you'll make a difference here, because we know that your passion and curiosity are the natural resources the world needs.
We build the world around us, a growing world that keeps people safe and connected, building societies, creating communities. But we have a bigger role to play, and that's why we are reinventing how the world builds. A world that is made greener, made smarter, made for all. A world that is circular, a future that is net zero, making more with less, creating progress for everyone. We understand the challenges, and we are rising to meet them, because with our heads, our hands, and our hearts, we build. We will find new answers and push ourselves to realize them, because we know the future isn't written, it's built.
Good day, everyone. This meeting is being conducted by remote communication in consideration of the safety of all participants due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Copies of the 2020 annual report and information statement may be downloaded from our ASM portal, which may be found at http://conveneagm.com/ph/HLCM, our official website www.holcim.ph, and at the Holcim Philippines page of the Philippine Stock Exchange website. In compliance with regulations, we'd like to inform our stockholders and other participants that this meeting is being recorded. Our meeting will start in a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome to the 2021 Annual Stockholders Meeting of Holcim Philippines Incorporated. Let us start the proceedings with the invocation. Let us clear our minds and unify ourselves in spirit as we begin this annual gathering. We give thanks for the blessing of another good year that translates to tangible benefits for every stakeholder of this company. We express our deepest gratitude for the opportunity to serve through Holcim Philippines as the company pursues its goals of providing a solid foundation for the nation's future. We pray that a strong sense of responsibility and service continue to guide us and lead us as we carry out our calling and mission to our stakeholders, to nation building, and to global citizenship. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our chairman, Mr. Tomas I. Alcantara.
Mr. Chairman, please unmute your microphone. Thank
Okay.
you. Please unmute. You're on mute again, Mr. Chairman.
How's
Okay.
that?
That's okay.
Okay, good afternoon, dear shareholders, ladies and gentlemen. We hope that you and your loved ones are safe and well. Our company, Wholesome Philippines, continue to display great resilience in the face of today's challenges. This makes me confident in our ability to overcome this and continue thriving in 2021. Wholesome Philippines is well positioned to build on our successes last year. We are looking toward to delivering a solid performance with initiatives anchored on protecting the health and safety of our people while being prudent on costs and managing our cash. In fact, we delivered robust results in Q1 due to this. We continue to implement controls to keep our people and business partners healthy and safe and sustain focus on managing costs and improving operational excellence. Plans are also in place for a vaccination program against COVID-19 for our employees and their loved ones. This is a key step towards making us more resilient against this disease. Wholesome Philippines will also continue rolling out innovative construction solutions and digitalization initiatives to capture market opportunities as the economy recovers, along with the continuation of government's infrastructure and building programs. We are poised to help our customers and business partners in every way we can to build better and grow their businesses while also driving our company's performance. Finally, we will step up programs to strengthen our ability to care for the environment and support our communities in line with our sustainability commitments. All of this will help us deliver excellent business results and have a positive impact in the country. Despite challenges, we are optimistic in our ability to grow the company and create value for you, our shareholders. Our resilience last year proved once again that Wholesome Philippines stands on solid foundations. The previous year also provided many lessons we took to heart, and armed with this and our strong values, the men and women of Wholesome Philippines are ready to face the challenges in 2021. With your continuing support and trust, we look forward again to delivering great business results to you and doing our share in helping our country rise up amid these challenges. I would like to acknowledge the virtual presence of the members of our board of directors of Wholesome Philippines. First is Mr. Martin Kriegner, calling from India.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Martin. Next is Ms. Tan Ten Hui, calling from Singapore.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And now our independent directors, Dr. Thomas Aquino, Mr. Leandro Javier,
Good
Good afternoon.
Mr. Midel Niera, our President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Horia Adrian.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Our Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Jesusa Natividad I. Rojas. Our Corporate Secretary, Attorney Belinda E. Dungan.
Good afternoon, everyone.
the members of the Wholesome Philippines Executive Committee and Leadership Team. Let us now proceed with the first item in our agenda. Will the Corporate Secretary please certify the posting and publication of notices and the existence of a quorum at this meeting?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I certify that stockholders of record as of April 27, 2021 have been duly notified of this 2021 Annual Stockholders Meeting in accordance with our internal guidelines specified in the definitive information statement and the requirements of the Securities and Exchange Commission. The notice and agenda of this meeting, together with the definitive information statement, which also contains the requirements and procedure for registration, participation, and voting in absentia, were posted on the company's website, www.holcim.ph, on the ASM portal, and disclosed in TSE Edge. In addition, the notice and agenda of this meeting was published in the Manila Times and Business Mirror on May 4 and 5, 2021, both in print and online formats. Based on the record of attendance, there are represented in this meeting, in person or by proxy, stockholders owning 6,167,999,163 shares, representing 95.60% of the total issued and outstanding shares of the company as of the record date, April 27, 2021. There is therefore a quorum in this meeting.
The Corporate Secretary will now share the rules of conduct and voting for this meeting.
Mr. Chairman, the rules for voting in this meeting are specified in the definitive information statement, which is available for download at the company's website, www.holcim.ph, HPI's ASM portal, and in TSE Edge. I would just like to remind the shareholders of the following. Shareholders who registered and are entitled to vote may vote by proxy by uploading the signed copy of the proxy form not later than May 20, 2021 at http://conveneagm.com/ph/HLCM or by sending it via email to hpi-investor-relations@lafargeholcim.com or in absentia by filling in the online voting form available at the ASM portal or during the live voting. We have preliminarily tabulated the votes received as of the last day of the receiving of proxies or on May 20, 2021, after the proxy validation process. The tabulated votes represent stockholders owning 6,167,999,163 shares, voting shares representing 95.60% of the total issued and outstanding shares. I will refer to the preliminary tabulation when I report the voting results during the meeting. The results of the final tabulation will be specified in the minutes of this meeting to be posted in HPI's website. We encourage everyone to send their questions to HPI-investor-relations@lafargeholcim.com. These questions will be read by our Vice President, Head of Communications, Ms. Ann Claire Ramirez, during the Q&A. Shareholders attending this meeting may still send their questions by sending an email to hpi-investor-relations@lafargeholcim.com. However, due to time and technological challenges, we may not be able to read aloud and respond to each question during the meeting. Management will endeavor to reply to all your questions via email.
Thank you, Ms. Dugan. There being a quorum in this meeting, we can now proceed with other matters in the agenda. The first item in the agenda is approval of the minutes of the annual meeting of shareholders held via remote communications on June 22, 2020, and the special stockholders meeting held via remote communications on January 15, 2021. Copies of the minutes of the meeting are posted in the company's website and is also annexed to the company's definitive information statement. May I ask the corporate secretary to please share the voting results voting results of this voting results.
Mr. Chairman, on the voting results, I am pleased to report that shareholders owning 6,167,999,166 shares, or 100% of the total number of shares represented in this meeting, have voted in favor of the approval of the minutes of the annual stockholders meeting held on July 22, 2020, and the special stockholders meeting held on January 15, 2021.
With that, the minutes of the 2020 annual meeting and the recently concluded special stockholders meeting are hereby approved. The operations report is comprised of the message of the President, the Chief Executive Officer, the 2020 annual report, and the audited financial statements for the period ended December 31, 2020. May I call on our President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Horia Ciprian Adrian, to report on the company's operations for the year 2020. Horia?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Dear shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, magandang araw. It is an honor to be appointed as the new President and CEO of Holcim Philippines, and I am truly excited to build on the great history of Holcim Philippines and to contribute to further increase the performance of our company. Before I share with you my goals and ambitions for our company, let me give you a brief overview about the performance of 2020. The past year was a challenging year for all of us, as we have been confronted with the global COVID-19 pandemic. Our net sales declined by 22% to 26 billion pesos as volume and prices dropped due to the impact of this pandemic. Lockdowns from March to May and severe weather conditions in the fourth quarter further affected our business. This hampered delivery of raw materials and services to production sites and dispatch of products to customers. Therefore, our operating earnings before income tax, EBIT, was 2.8 billion pesos, which was 44% lower than the 2019 operating EBIT of 4.9 billion. Nonetheless, we displayed a tremendous resilience. The company responded to the impact of the pandemic by rationalizing costs and managing spend. Programs addressing health, cost, and cash yielded a cost improvement of 7% over 2019. Distribution expenses decreased by 18% due to the operational and cost efficiencies, including the shift of delivery mode to higher proportion of pickup sales. We kept operations free of COVID in 2020 due to immediate actions in line with the government guidelines and the best practices of our group LafargeHolcim. This enabled our company to prevent any health-related disruptions and to provide reliable supply to our customers after the lockdowns were eased nationwide. On the commercial side, product innovations continued with the launch of Holcim Multifix, a new easy-to-use and multi-purpose mortar product to improve the quality of walls, floors, and the installations of our buildings. Our company advanced in commercial digitalization with significant increases in the usage of online customer portal EasyBuild for orders and payments against 2020. Furthermore, strong customer connections were maintained through virtual platforms in a program called eConnecta. Among the sustainability highlights were the 160,000 people assisted by Holcim Helps CSR campaign. More resources were given to community health and sanitation projects in response to the COVID-19 situation. I'm confident that despite the continuing challenges, we can build on our last year gains And my goals for 2021 are quite simple: to make Holcim Philippines the best company in our sector, in our country, and to be among the most admired companies in the Lafarge Holcim Group. As we will deliver this once with strength, performance, and passion. So let me go through the main objectives for 2021, and I will start with the first one, which is zero accidents. Our company is committed to maintain an injury-free operating environment and to make sure that all our business partners are safe in the process of doing business with us. We will continue improving our health and safety practices to make sure that nobody is hurt in our business. Another important aspect is to protect our employees, their families, as well as our business partners during these challenging times when we all experience the COVID-19 pandemic implications. We will continue to run our businesses respecting the specific health and safety protocols with the aim to run continuously a COVID-free operation. Our goal with respect to health and safety is simply zero harm. Second, customer focus and growing our business. We will be a reliable partner and help our customers to be successful in their own business. Therefore, understanding and meeting their needs every day will be on top of our minds. We shall continue to focus on our core business of cement, aggregates, and the dry mix. We are determined to strengthen our leadership in the Philippines, which is one of the high growth markets in the Asia-Pacific region. With our strategically positioned network of production and distribution assets, strong brands, loyal customers, and engaged employees, we are confident in playing a leading role in our industry in supporting Philippines' development. 3. Innovation and digitalization. The company's past efforts on innovation and digitalizations are now paying off. I'm glad to see a strong passion for positive change and to be always the pioneer in the industry on providing valued solutions to our customers. In the past few years, we have taken the lead in introducing the right products for the right applications, such as Holcim Solido, Holcim Excel, Holcim Allrite, and to help end users build better. We have also stepped up our commercial digitalization with Easy Build and eConnecta, as well as launching lead retail, improving our services and ties with customers despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. I'm excited to continue in driving these innovations and confident that we have what it takes to succeed. Being part of the Lafarge Holcim Group, the world leader of building solutions, provides us an unrivaled advantage in innovations. Our business partners can count on us to leverage on these strengths that will help them serve their customers efficiently and work with us more effectively. You can expect our company to launch new products and services that clearly demonstrate an edge in innovation. Among our exciting offerings recently is Holcim AquaX, as you have seen from the movie in the beginning of the meeting, the country's first waterproofing cement that is already being rolled out in Davao. We are also set to introduce our first product bearing the Lafarge Holcim Group Eco label in line with our sustainability ambition. This will help us further establish ourselves as the innovation leader in the market. The company customers can rely on for solutions to help them build better and grow their business. 4. Keep a strong focus on our costs. We have gained a lot with the cost focus from last year, and we don't want to lose what we have already gained. A strong cost discipline is the basis for a financially healthy company. Costs are the business aspect that we can control 100%, so we will continue to find ways to improve here. My goal is to further embed cost mindfulness in the organization. Our aim is to be the best cost-to-market player in our industry and to have the best run cement plants in the Philippines. We have dedicated people with a strong continuous improvement mindset, and I'm convinced we will deliver on our cost objectives. 5. Sustainability. This is one of our core values at Holcim Philippines. We will continue to deliver on our promise to help Philippines to build better, safer, affordable, and cleaner. I will invite everyone to check on our 2020 integrated annual report, okay, where we provide various initiatives across our business and operations that contribute positively on sustainable development. Here you will see how our current initiatives and roadmap are supportive of the noble goals of the Lafarge-Holcim Group of helping build a world that is greener, smarter, and for all. It is our passion to contribute healthy to the health of our planet. Ensuring the responsible and efficient use of limited natural resources so future generations can also enjoy a healthy and beautiful world will be our priority. We will continue to advocate for building sustainability and will be a reliable partner to support the Philippines to deliver its ambitious climate targets. We will continue improving operations to reduce our carbon footprint, lessen consumptions of virgin raw materials, increase the use of waste as alternative fuels, and support the development of our communities. 6, performance orientation of our organization. Together, we will strengthen and nurture a company culture built on respect and appreciation. We will encourage collaboration, entrepreneurial spirit, empowerment, and accountability to engage employees and drive them to deliver excellent performance. We will have a winner's attitude in everything we do. With the support of our people, we intend to make Holcim Philippines have the safest and most effective business in our industry, be recognized for its great commercial innovations and responsible operations. This will enable us to profitably grow our business and deliver great value to you. You can count on my enthusiasm, experience, and support to deliver this. I look forward to your support as we continue the journey of making Holcim Philippines one of the best in the country and in the Lafarge-Holcim Group. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Horia. Copies of the 2020 annual report and the audited financial statements for the period ended December 31, 2020 are posted in the website www.holcim.ph, HPI's ASM portal, and the PSE Edge. Will the Corporate Secretary please share the voting results of this item on the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I am pleased to report that shareholders owning 6,167,998,963 shares, or 99.99% of the total number of shares represented in this meeting, have voted for the approval of the operations report comprised of the 2020 annual report and the audited financial statements for the period ended December 31, 2020.
Thank you. The company's operations report comprised of the message of the Chief Executive Officer, the annual report, and the audited financial statements for the period ended December 31, 2020 are therefore approved. We now go to the election of directors. May I request the Corporate Secretary to
Mr.
advise the
Chairman?
body of the... Yes?
There's another with respect to the dividends, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Excuse me. What is the next item in the agenda?
Mr.
Dixie?
Chairman, the announcement of the approval of the declaration of dividends.
Okay. I would like to announce the declaration of the stock dividends equivalent to, how much is that?
0.43, Mr. Chairman, per share.
0.43 per share as of June 16, 2021, to be paid not later than June 30, 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What is the next item?
We can now go to the election of directors, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we now go to the election of the directors. May I request the corporate secretary to advise the body of the nominations received?
Mr. Chairman, we have received the following nominations for directors of the company for 2021 to 2022. Mr. Tomas I. Alcantara, Mr. Martin Kriegner, Mr. Horia Cyprian Adrian, Ms. Tan Tenwi, Dr. Tomas G. Aquino as independent director, Mr. Leandro Javier as independent director, and Mr. Medel Nera as independent director. The Corporate Governance Committee has duly ascertained that the 7 nominees are qualified to serve as directors of the company. All the nominees have given their consent to their respective nominations.
May we have the results of the election, please?
Mr. Chairman, each of the nominees have received at least 6,167,939,063 shares, 63 votes. Based on this, I certify that each nominee has received sufficient votes for election to the board.
Thank you. Based on the corporate secretary's certification, I declare the nominees as the duly elected members of the board of directors for the year 2021. We now go to the approval and ratification of all acts of contracts, investments, and resolutions of the board of directors, the board committees, and management since the last annual stockholders meeting. Management seeks the approval of the shareholders for all acts, contracts, investments, and resolutions of the board of directors, the board committees, and management since the last annual meeting. And may I ask the secretary to please share the voting results on this item?
Mr. Chairman, I am pleased to report that shareholders owning 6,167,999,163 shares, or 100% of the total number of shares represented in this meeting, have voted for the approval and ratification of all the acts, contracts, investments, and resolutions of the board of directors, the board committees, and management since the last annual stockholders meeting.
Thank you. The acts, contracts, investments, and resolutions of the board of directors, the board committees, and management since the last annual stockholders meeting are therefore ratified and approved. We now proceed to the next item in the agenda, which is the appointment of the external auditors of the company for the year 2021.
Mr. Chairman, the Audit Committee recommends the appointment of Navarro, Ampere and Company as the external auditor of the company for the year 2021. On the voting results, I am pleased to report that shareholders owning 6,157,487,994 shares, or 99.83% of the total number of shares represented in this meeting, have voted in favor of the appointment of Navarro, Ampere and Company as the company's external auditor for the year 2021.
Having received enough votes, Navarro, Ampere and Company is hereby appointed as the company's external auditors for the year 2021. We now proceed to the question and answer portion of these proceedings. As stated in the definitive information statement, all stockholders of record were allowed to submit questions via email or through the ASM registration page. We now reply to those questions from the stockholders. May I request our Vice President and Head of Communications, Ms. Ann Claire Ramirez, to read the questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome everyone to the question and answer. We have received 3 questions from our shareholders for this meeting. If due to the timing we are unable to read all the questions, We will endeavor to respond to each of your questions through email. We'll start with the first question. Is there continued confidence to invest despite the challenges of the pandemic? How will the pandemic affect the business?
I will take the answer
Please,
to question. So I think Holcim Philippines is committed to continue to invest in the Philippines. As we said in my presentation, Philippines is one of the fast-growing economies in the Southeast Asia, and it's a country where we are present for a long time, and we would like to continue to grow in this market. We are committed to continue our presence here and to continue our presence in a sustainable and growing way. Of course, the pandemic is affecting the entire economy, not only in the Philippines but all over the world. I'm sure with the support of the government projects here and economy, as I said, that is growing, we will be able to face this period, this difficult period, and we will continue to deliver good results.
Thank you, Horia. The second question is, the importance of digitalization has become more pronounced, especially during this time. What initiatives are you implementing to keep up with this development?
I can also take the answer to these questions. So for us, digitalization is basically, let's say, grouped in three main areas. One area is about our cost efficiency and our reduction of the costs. So we will continue to implement initiatives around our global initiative plans of tomorrow that will enable us to take more decisions based on data, and will allow us to make our plants operate more efficiently and to have our let's say sensors in the plants that will provide us a number of data that will allow us to take more database decisions. Second one is about our customer experience. So we would like to provide to our customers easy to do business with company. So we are going to invest in the interface with our customers in the way of our customers are placing the order, are tracking the order, are monitoring their invoices afterwards. So in a very easy and friendly to work with way. And last block is about our planning from the customer side till the quarry, so that we can maximize our output and deliver to our customers the needed products and services in time. So we are going to work in all these three areas to, on one hand, reduce our costs, on the other hand, improve our customer satisfaction.
Thank you, Horia, for sharing those. The last question is, can you give us the highlights of your sustainability ambitions and why are these the things you are focusing on?
So being part of LafargeHolcim Group, of course, we are going to support the implementation of the sustainability ambitions of the group. And doing so, we will also contribute to the implementation of climate targets ambitions of the authorities in the Philippines that were taken recently. So to go through these objectives, first of all, is about CO2. So we are committed to reduce the footprint of CO2 by reduction of the CO2 per ton of cement produced. And by doing so, we are looking into launching new products, part of the EcoPlanet initiative of the LafargeHolcim Group. We are also going to use more recycled materials into our production process, using alternative fuels or using alternative materials for production of clinker and cement. Number 3 is about using less fresh water for in our cement plants. So we will monitor the reduction of this fresh water that we withdraw for production of cement. And last is about the support of the communities where we operate. So we have a number of CSR projects that will impact the life of the people in the communities where we operate. So these are the four main objectives that we are looking in the sustainability. And I'm sure that together with our customers, with the suppliers, with the authorities in the Philippines, we are going to succeed in implementing them.
Thank you, Horia. Those are the only questions, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Cara. Madam Secretary, is there any other item in the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, there are no other matters.
There being no other matters in the agenda, we can now adjourn this meeting. Thank you very much for your attendance. Again, we are committed to strengthening our company to uplift our stockholders and better support the progress of the country.
Thank you again for attending the Holcim Philippines Annual Stockholders Meeting. Good day, everyone, and keep safe.
Thank you.
You waited for years to finally move into your dream home. Finish your dream project. All is well until you see the signs. These are signs of water damage problems in concrete, which may lead to more serious problems in the future when not addressed. Did you know that water damage is one of the most critical yet neglected concerns in construction? In a country enjoying a rainy season for half of the year, moisture absorption and water seepage in structures are unavoidable. Therefore, water protection on concrete is a must. But to homeowners, it's added cost. To contractors, it's tedious and prone to errors in mixing. Well, here's the good news. Holcim has a new innovation, a first of its kind in the Philippine market. A blended cement with water-repellent boosters that can help the structure withstand the test of time. Holcim Aqua X. General use blended cement created by Holcim, the global leader in building solutions and innovation. Boosted with innovative water-repellent properties. This innovation makes structures more resistant to moisture, reduces capillary action, ensures lesser permeability, and prevents rust and corrosion. The unique formula of Holcim Aqua X means you get the correct blend or dosage and proper mixture of the two components all the time. No need for a separate admixture or compound, meaning less errors when mixing. Because of this, you save time and increase productivity. When your house is built with Holcim Aqua X, you're assured that your home is durable and will last a long time. Get the assurance of a quality water-protected structure that stands the test of time with Holcim Aqua X with active water-repellent boosters.
And rightly so. Our materials have helped build some incredible things, connected communities, and changed lives. But let's face it, the challenges facing our business, our sector, our planet are more complex, more important, and more urgent than ever before. Doing what we've always done, in the way we've always done it, is not enough. It's why we're creating a high-performance workplace, one where anyone can be a problem solver, creative thinker, maverick, and innovator. A place where safety comes first, collaboration matters, and growth is celebrated. We need people who will question the ordinary, explore new ideas, who try, fail, and persevere when things don't go right, who share a burning desire to continually make our materials better. Whatever you do, you'll make a difference here, because we know that your passion and curiosity are the natural resources the world needs.
We build the world around us, a growing world that keeps people safe and connected, building societies, creating communities. But we have a bigger role to play, And that's why we are reinventing how the world builds. A world that is made greener, made smarter, made for all. A world that is circular, a future that is net zero, making more with less, creating progress for everyone. We understand the challenges and we are rising to meet them because with our heads, our hands, and our hearts, we build. We will find new answers and push ourselves to realize them because we know the future isn't written, it's built.